That's when I hit the bottom of the pool and hit my head. I suddenly just went limp, and my body just kind of like went paralyzed.
I grabbed him from under his arms and I pulled him up. And when I pulled my husband up, I saw his eyes were completely bloody and he was limp. I knew something was very, very wrong with him.
The Universal Lending's Mortgage Bridge program had a very simple beginning. Through Craig Hospital, Pete and the rest of the leadership at Universal Lending got in touch with families who had had a sudden event happen and they needed help bridging from where they were to where they would be in a few months, and that was the birth of the Mortgage Bridge program. And so now with Hector and Kay, we get a chance to meet a family who is one of the beneficiaries of this program.
I grew up here in Thornton, Colorado. Originally I was born in Puerto Rico. I moved out here in 1989.
I grew up in Westminster, Colorado, but I was born in Thailand, and we came here in 1987.
We met at a local bar. She was there with her friend, and I happened to walk in, and I introduced myself. She was beautiful.
I felt an instant connection with him, though. I can't explain it, but he's my husband now, so.
That's awesome.
It worked. We have 4 girls.
Wow.
Yes, they are 25, 17, 10, and 4. Just turned 4.
So you got everything.
Yes.
You've got serious adulting and you got just heading off to kindergarten pretty soon.
Yes.
Wow,
correct.
that's great. That's great. So tell me about the accident.
We were working in our backyard, just trying to get our backyard ready for the summer. We set up the swimming pool above ground. I decided to then jump in, but I jumped in kind of in a belly flop, head first in some way. That's when I hit the bottom of the pool and hit my head, and my body just kind of like went paralyzed. And my wife pulled me from my shoulders into the ledge of the pool, and I just asked her for help.
As I was holding him up to make sure he has air above water, I got into the pool with my husband. So I can put my knee under him to prop him up until the ambulance, paramedics, firefighters got here to help me.
It was very scary.
And it was very scary, yeah.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
He was going in and out of consciousness, so he wasn't really aware of what had happened. And
I just remember the fire department was just here so quickly, and the ambulance. Everything happened so fast. And then I just remember being inside the ambulance and then just going into the hospital. So I was just very thankful. I just could see my wife, just her eyes, just her face, you know. I could just remember her face. At the minute that we got to the hospital, we knew something was wrong.
The head doctor there at the time, the ER doctor, came to me, and the first thing she said was, "I'm sorry."
It's easy breaking down in the bright light.
And that's when I knew something was horribly wrong.
When you've been going around every dark side.
She said, "I just want to let you know these next few months and your future is going to be a very long journey for your husband." And she just told me to stay strong.
Building up a house, now you're burning it down, 'cause you're gonna do what you wanna.
They put in 2 rods, about 8
screws. Yes.
to stabilize my neck. I spent 10 days in the ICU room. You know, those are the 10 hardest days of my life, but you know, I got through it.
It's amazing that you survived.
It is, it really is.
It is.
That's
It's a miracle.
It really is. Caseworker, she saw my progress, and so she said that I'll be a good candidate to go to Craig Hospital. They said I had a good attitude and that it'll be beneficial for me. And so after 10 days, I was at Craig Hospital and everybody was amazed, like my progress. it was amazing. Little by little, I'm moving my arms, and you know, I'm doing a little bit of shadow boxing.
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot stronger. I could move my core a lot better now. So I've been making a lot of good progress.
Right.
And then hopefully, you know, they do say it takes over a year to exactly know what your body will be like. So I'm just keeping faith and just keeping a good attitude and just kind of working on taking it day by day and just see what happens.
We didn't know about what the whole universal lending was about, and I spoke with several people from there. They've been so kind and caring, and you know, they offered to pay for our mortgage for 3 months, which is a huge, tremendous help to keep our kids in our home, you know, and a roof over our heads until we can get back into somewhat of a normalcy again. Yeah. We are very blessed to be chosen for this, you know, and I wouldn't know what I would do without the help of, you know, you guys and our community, our friends and our family.
When I arrived and I see the guys out there in the front
Yeah.
building a ramp, I assumed that they were just contractors that you guys had hired.
No.
That's not the case. Those are your neighbors.
Those are our neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing?
Our
That is
neighborhood
amazing.
is like our family.
For universal lending,
Yes.
thank you so much for everything you guys done for us. It's been a blessing. I know me and my wife, we appreciate it so much.
Yes.
So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much for everything you guys have done and everything you guys are going to do for other families. And don't stop, you know, don't stop this program, because this program does help a lot of people
It does.
in need. So I just want to thank you guys so much.
Thank you. We are so grateful for you all. Thank you.